Welcome to our November 2014 Racquet Club Market Update. I'm Ron Wilstein, a broker at Keller Williams Luxury Properties Worldwide, and I appreciate you joining me for this presentation. We're going to cover a couple things here. We're going to take a look at the Park City market overall and see what's been happening in terms of sales and prices. Next, we'll focus in on Racquet Club and see what's been happening there. And then finally, we're going to take a look at the impact of Vail Resorts' purchase of the Park City Mountain Resort, see what's happening as a result of that purchase on the Park City real estate values. So with that in mind, let's hop right into it and take a look at the Park City real estate market in terms of sales. Over the past 12 months, there's been 1,311 sales in Park City. This consists of homes, condominiums, and vacant land. This is all real estate brokerages combined. And that's actually down by 85 sales, or 6%. When we break it down by category, we have single-family homes, then condominiums, and vacant land, or lots. The number of home sales is actually down by 14%. We're looking at the period of November 2013 through October 2014. That's reflected by the red bars, and then the blue bars are the same 12-month period the year before. For homes, there were 585 sales, and then it's dropped in the last 12 months to 502 sales. This is in part due to a lack of inventory of single-family homes. Then we have, in the condominium category, 2% decline from 605 transactions to 591 sales. And then lots are actually up by 6%, rising from 206 transactions to 218. And there's actually a correlation between the single-family homes and the lots. We've had a limited inventory of homes for sale, and that's caused buyers to turn to vacant land and consider buying a lot and building a home on it. And that's how they've adjusted to our lack of inventory. Now let's take a look at prices. Everybody wants to know what's happening on prices. I'm looking at a year-to-year comparison, the same time period, November 2013 through 2014 of October. Now we're looking at medium home sold prices, breaking it into the categories of inside the Park City city limits and the Snyderville Basin, which is the county area of Park City. In the city limits, we've seen nice appreciation from the medium sold price of $1,216,250 all the way up to $1,300,000, 7% increase. In the Snyderville Basin, we're seeing a 9% increase, with the medium sold price rising from $707,500 to $768,500. We turn to condominiums, then what we've got here is we've got in the city limits an increase in prices, about 5%, from $509,000 to $532,000. And then in the county we see about a 6% increase, with the medium sold price climbing from $321,350 to $339,500. And then we're now looking at vacant land, and in the city where we have very limited inventory of properties for sale, we see no change. It's still consistent at $550,000 as a medium sold price. But in the county, it's up by 4%, from $300,000 to $311,750. So overall, what we're seeing is that our inventory is down, the number of sales is down, due in part because of lack of inventory, but prices appreciation, virtually every category is up. It's very healthy for the Park City real estate market. This graph here actually is an interesting historical search, in that we take a look at the height of the market in 2005, where we saw 2,912 sales. That's again homes, condos, lots. And then it declined for 4 years in a row. The bottom just fell out in terms of the number of transactions. And then it started recovering, and it went up in 2010. And we've had 4 years of strong sales, increasing year over year. I expect 2014 will be about level, plus or minus the 2013 figures. Again, number of sales is down because of the inventory is down, even though prices are up. Now let's turn our attention to Racquet Club. What's happening in the Racquet Club real estate market? The previous year there were 20 sales. This past year 12. So that's a decrease of 8 transactions, or 40%. Again, inventory driven here. To see that drop of 40% is because of the lack of choices available to today's buyer. The pace of sales, the absorption rate, is very good. What absorption rate is we take a look at the past sales, the number of sales over the last year, and look at how quickly they're selling. And we were selling Racquet Clubs at a rate of one sale every 30 days, which is terrific. Currently, there are no Racquet Clubs on the market, and but if there were, they would sell very quickly if they're priced correctly. The price ranges of Racquet Club over the last 12 months have ranged from $375,000 all the way up to $535,000, with the medium sold price being $432,000, which is an increase of 18% over the previous year of $366,750. So nice appreciation for Racquet Club properties. Now, if you'd like to receive a quick little printout of the specific Racquet Club condominiums that make up the data that I've just presented, send me an email to ron@thewilsteinteam.com, and I'd be happy to simply forward that to you. I do want to take a moment just to share with you how you can get information about the Racquet Club anytime that you want. And what I recommend you do is bookmark our website, BuyParkCityRealEstate.com. But if you add that /Racquet Club, it will take you directly to our website. And with that in mind, let me just take you right there. You're now looking at BuyParkCityRealEstate.com. That's our main website. And if we type in Racquet Club, it takes you to this site. So that direct link that I showed you would take you to this page. Now here what you're going to see is a button that will allow you to watch the current webinar on Racquet Club, which in effect you are watching right now. But this red button here says send me current sales data on Racquet Club condominiums. If you hover over that and click that, it will take you to a simple form called current sales data request. Put in your property so we know what you're looking for a comparison on, your contact information so that we can reach out and send it to you. Any questions that you have, put in the comment section, and then simply click submit form, and we'll send you that information. No questions asked. And by the way, when we provide information, we don't like to bother people. We'll send it to you. We're available to answer your questions, but not to hassle you or give you a hard time. That's not what we're into. If we send you information, you have questions, by all means don't hesitate to contact us. Now, let me just point this out if I go back one slide. If you scroll down a little lower under the Racquet Club page, you will come across the listings on the Racquet Club page, and there are none, which is why they're not showing up here. But they would otherwise appear here, and you could review those and see exactly what's available in the marketplace for right now. Let's talk about the Vail factor. Those of you who have been following our webinars or just the news in general know that there's been quite a debate between, legal debate that is, between Talisker Holdings and Park City Mountain Resort over who should have control of the property. Well, on September 11th of this year, 2014, it was finally resolved where Park City Mountain Resort agreed to sell the resort to Vail Resorts. And that's led to the combining of these two great businesses, the management of the resort and the actual hill. And that's what is going to bring about a lot of different changes for us. So everybody wants to know, what impact is that going to have upon real estate? Well, I go into it in great detail in our Park City Market Talk of October 2014. And so I'm not going to cover all those details here, but if you want to watch it, feel free to go to thewilsteinteam.com /Vail-PCMR, and you can watch that. You'll get all the details about the history and what led up to it, and it's pretty interesting, the story there. So feel free to check that out if that's of interest to you. But let me just say this, that Vail Resorts is now taking over Park City Mountain Resort, PCMR. We're looking forward to many improvements at the resort, which in turn will be beneficial to the Park City community overall. That's good news. Vail paid $182.5 million for the resort. They now control 2 of the 3 resorts in Park City, the third, of course, being Deer Valley, privately owned. And they're going to be making substantial investments into the resort as they have done in the past with their other resorts. They expect to do an announcement here shortly, but let me share with you what we do know. We do know that Vail intends to connect PCMR with Canyons, making them one resort, not for this season, but the next season, the 2015-2016 season. That will make it the largest single ski resort in the United States with 7,000 skiable acres. That's a lot of skiing, a lot of terrain. Also, many of you are aware of the Vail's Epic Pass that is interchangeable with the Canyons Resort, but also Vail's resorts in California and Tahoe and even in Europe. Well, Park City Mountain Resort is now part of that. So with this one pass, you're able to ski both Park City Mountain Resort and Canyons. That's terrific. And that's for this ski season right now. So what does all this mean for Park City real estate? I want to mention something about some data that my friend Rick Klein over at Wells Fargo Home Mortgage, he's part of the private mortgage banking service there, has provided. He likes to look at the marketplace and the analysis, and what Rick did is Rick took a look at what has happened in the Park City real estate market following Vail's announcement of the purchase of PCMR. And so what we're looking at specifically in this graph is we're looking at pending sales, so these are under contracts, haven't closed, but activity pending from September 12th, the day after the announcement, all the way through to the end of October, October 31st. Our first column is for 2012, middle one 2013, and one 2014. And you can see the increase. We saw a gradual increase along with the market between 2012 2013, but a definite big bump here in 2014. Now, just to let you know what each column represents, the lower box, which is sort of a light purple color, represents condominiums, number of condominium sales. The middle one, more of a maroon tone, is single-family homes, and the light yellow at the top are lots. So this lets you know how each one increased. The thing that is important to point out here is that during this period of time from September 12th through October 31st, pending sales increased overall by 41%. This is post the announcement. And over the same period the year before, that's 87 sales. And condominiums in particularly rose by 65%. So we had clearly seen buyers sort of sitting on the fence, and many of them jumped over onto the other side and bought after that announcement. What does it mean overall? The confidence in the real estate market is increased, and it's likely to continue to strengthen in the future as a result of that announcement. It's all good news. Also, buyers are stepping up now, buying properties in Park City. As I said, they might have been sitting on the fence, waiting, watching. Now they've jumped in fully. And we expect this will continue, particularly as we are entering into the ski season right now. Homes and condominiums located near the base of the Park City Mountain Resort and Canyons are the properties most likely to be positively impacted by Vail's purchase of PCMR. Homes and condominiums located in Park City's residential areas and neighborhoods will probably have a minimum impact on property values as a result of the purchase. They're just not as close, not as likely to be impacted. Now, if you would like to learn how much your Racquet Club is worth today, I want to show you an easy way for you to get that information. You can get the details. There's no cost. There's no obligation. All you do is go to our website, BuyParkCity.com. Scroll down from that homepage to learn what your property is worth section and complete the form there. Or you could just send me a email if you want to at ron@thewilsteinteam.com. Let me just take you to our website again. Here's the homepage. Just scroll down a little bit to this learn what your property is worth, today's market section. Identify your property, whether it's a home, condo, or a vacant land. A few more details, your contact information, so we can get back to you. And here's a couple boxes. You click whichever ones apply to your situation. Hit submit form, and we will get this form. We'll get you that information to you. Again, it's important that you realize that we are not going to bother you, hassle you, solicit you. We like to provide information, and when you're ready and need some assistance, yes, we hope that you'll think about us and consider us, but we're not going to bother you. We're busy informing people and selling real estate. That's not what we need to do. It's not what we will do. So feel free to take advantage of that if that's something of interest to you. For further news about Racquet Club, if you're not familiar, the HOA's website is pcrchoa.com, pcrchoa.com. So you'll get lots of good news about Racquet Club there. If you have any other questions about Park City real estate or Racquet Club in particular, contact me, send me an email. If you want me to call, let me know your phone number and when you'd like a phone call. I'll be happy to reach out to you. Finally, let me just mention that every single month we do a webinar called Park City Market Talk. It gives you an update, what's happening in the market overall, very much like the first section of this webinar. Then we talk about pertinent, relevant topics on everyone's mind. Might be what's selling, might be hottest neighborhoods, might be the details on the Park City Resort and the Talisker issue when that was in the middle of things. So again, goal is to get you information, and we'll send out a reminder once a month if you're interested in that, or you can just check it out on our website. They're always posted there. So I want to thank you for joining me on this Racquet Club Market Update. We're here to help, and snow's been falling in Park City, so come on out and enjoy it. Thank you. Bye-bye.